Sometimes on keto, you just get a craving for a particular kind of food. I really like Chinese food, and the problem is a lot of Chinese food you can't have on keto because it's got rice, it's got noodles, it's got wrappers. It just doesn't work. One thing we figured out that does work is making a keto egg roll. Now, no, you don't have to go and wrap it in lettuce or steam some kale and use that as a wrapper, which by the way, you can do, and that's not too bad. It tastes like a spring roll if you do that. But if you want an egg roll, you can actually do it nowadays on keto. And the reason you can do it is that Mission brand has come out with a new, what they call carb balanced tortilla. It's a flour tortilla that has 4 grams of carbs in a single tortilla. It's actually got 19 grams of carbs, but it's mostly fiber. It's 4 grams of net carbs. You can use that as a wrapper. You make your egg roll filling, and your egg roll filling is always going to be keto friendly. Now your wrapper can be keto friendly. You take it, you wrap it up, you fry it. We like peanut oil. You can use whatever kind of oil you want, and you'll wind up with a really nice egg roll. So we're going to make that for you now, and then I'm going to taste it. You start your egg roll by getting a combination of meat and vegetables together. Now you can use bean sprouts, carrots, green onions, mushrooms, bamboo shoots, jicama, water chestnuts, zucchini, whatever you like. We used bean sprouts, carrots, green onions, and garlic. You first cut up the veggies, and then you take the bean sprouts and you wash and cook them in salted water for about 5 minutes until they're cooked. For the meat, we're using ground turkey. First, you have to put it into a bowl and season it. Add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Then add about a tablespoon of brown swerve, a tablespoon of chopped onion, a teaspoon of ginger, and a teaspoon of sesame oil. Now mix it all up very lightly, then cover it with plastic wrap and refrigerate for at least 1 hour so that you let the flavors meld. Turn on the stovetop to a medium flame and add about 2 tablespoons of oil to a pan. Now we used avocado oil, but it has a low smoke point, so you might want to use another type. You add your chopped garlic to the pan and you saute for about a minute on medium. Then you add your carrot sticks and you cook it until it's all softened up. Add salt and pepper to taste. Now remove the carrots and add another tablespoon of oil and then put your crumbled meat into the pan. Cook it up until it's cooked through. Now once it's cooked through, you turn the heat up to high and you cook the meat until it's lightly browned and the liquid in the pan has evaporated. Now you add the carrot back in and add the chopped green onion and whatever veggies you have to include other than the bean sprouts. Cook them all together and you're just getting them all mixed up in the pan at this point. Now take your cooked and cooled bean sprouts, squeeze any water out, and chop them up very, very fine. Once your bean sprouts are chopped, Squeeze them again to make sure you've got all the liquid out of them. Because when the egg rolls go into the pan, you don't want excess liquid in your filling, because otherwise you're going to be subjecting yourself to the Chinese water and oil torture, and you don't want that. In a separate bowl, you mix the sprouts with the meat and veggie mixture that you just cooked. Separate an egg and put the egg white into a bowl, add a little water, and mix it all up together. Now you're using the Mission carb wraps. Lay the wrapper on a flat surface. Then you brush the entire edge of the wrap with the egg white mixture. This is important because the wrap is thicker than a normal egg roll wrapper, so you want it to stick together. Scoop the filling mixture onto the bottom half of the wrapper, fold the sides in, and then roll it up from the bottom and seal it. Brush the top with the egg white mixture before closing it up, and then make sure that it's completely sealed and no filling is leaking out. While you're rolling the rest of the egg rolls, keep the first egg rolls you rolled in a dish covered with a moist paper towel and kitchen towel, because you don't want them to dry out while you're rolling the rest of them. Now, you pour some peanut oil, about a ½ inch to an inch, into a pan and heat it up, because here's where you're going to be frying the egg rolls. You can check the heat of the oil with a chopstick. If you stick it into the oil and bubbles form around the stick, the oil's hot enough. Put each egg roll into the oil, seam side down, to keep them from opening up. And when the first side is brown, you flip the egg rolls over and fry them until they're your favorite shade of brown, whatever that is. Put the fried egg rolls on a rack over a paper towel to drain off any excess oil. So this is the traditional Hawaiian dipping sauce for any kind of dim sum. It goes really good with the egg rolls, and it's keto friendly. You start out with Chinese hot mustard, mix in a little bit of water to make it. So we've got that here. And then you take that and mix in an equal amount of soy sauce, or as we say in Hawaii, shoyu. In your sauce. This is a great egg roll. Using the tortilla wrapper as the egg roll wrapper, it's a little thicker than your traditional egg roll wrapper, but it really makes a nice substitute when you're on keto. If you're not doing keto, just take an egg roll wrapper and wrap the filling in there and you've got a standard egg roll. But like this, you've got a keto egg roll. It will satisfy all of your dim sum cravings. Just go for it.